Over the course of our childhood, how many of us remember being hit by our parents in order to teach us a lesson? Now, how many of us remember being hit for the same reason over and over? As children, did we modify our behavior or did we continue it? How did we end up feeling after our experience with corporal punishment? Did we feel sad? Did we feel frightened? Did we feel unloved? Corporal punishment has been around for thousands of years in family life in order to modify and change behavior. Consequently, corporal punishment can lead to child abuse, and it is a form of release of anger and stress from parents. But is corporal punishment an effective form of discipline for children? Research says no. As defined, corporal punishment is the physical force with the intention of inflicting and causing pain to the child, but not injury, for the purpose of correcting and modifying the child's behavior. Today, I want to talk to you guys about what corporal punishment does, the effects that corporal punishment has on a child, and how to have a more effective approach when it comes to discipline. What corporal punishment does. Corporal punishment does have an immediate compliance from the child, but there has been research done that has found that the changes in behavior are only short term and that children do not learn how to make better choices. Children have learned that the consequences of their actions are punishments and not actual consequences. Corporal punishment models aggressive behavior, which teaches a child that the answer to their problems is violence. Now, corporal punishment has more to do with the frustration level of the parents than actually with the child's misbehavior. The effects that corporal punishment has on a child are many, but to name a few, corporal punishment teaches the child that their consequences are in terms of what will or what won't earn them a punishment. They have learned that their actions have consequences and that the consequences are punishments. Research has shown that children who experience corporal punishment are more likely to develop mental disorders such as anxiety. Also, there is an increase in substance abuse, and there's an increase and more likely to be involved in risky behaviors such as unprotected sex. Corporal punishment also damages the relationship between parent and child. The children fears their parents, they cannot trust their parents anymore, and it makes behavior management more difficult. Now, there are many more different ways to discipline a child, and there are so many effective ways to discipline a child. If a child is misbehaving, you can implement a consequence, such as taking a privilege away. Take away their phones for 24 hours. You can either place a child in timeout, and you can do this for the amount of time of their age. So, for example, if a child is 4 years old, put them in timeout for 4 minutes. If putting a child in timeout does not work, or they refuse to be in timeout, take away a privilege. Another way that is an effective way of discipline is implement logical consequences. If they break something, make them do an extra chore around the house in order to fix the item that they broke. The most important thing a parent can do is be positive and have positive reinforcement for good behavior. Another key element to disciplining is communication. You never know what a child is going through, and they are new to the world and depend on us to teach them everything they know. They may be going through something and they just don't know how to talk to you. If all else fails, please seek professional advice, and they can guide you to a more effective and healthy way of disciplining your child. Now, I want to show you guys a video that enforces positive behavior. In conclusion, corporal punishment has been found to be effective only short-term but have long-term consequences. Corporal punishment makes the problem worse because children do not learn the actions of their consequences, only that their actions have punishments. Corporal punishment damages the relationship between child and parent, and there are way more effective discipline methods that encourage good behavior without hurting the child and causing even more long-term effects. Remember, your hand should nurture, not punish. Raise your hand against smacking. Thank you.